Hello and welcome to Alive with Amanda. Today we're going to be talking about whether it's still worth it to drop off baskets or goodies or business cards to doctors' offices. So I'm going to tell you about my experience at the pediatrician the other day. My son was sick. I took him to the pediatrician and he was okay. He wasn't like super sick. So what I'm about to say was okay. He tolerated my shenanigans for a little bit. I asked the pediatrician, I'm like, hey, where do you send for your, ADHD and autism evaluations? And she looked at me and she was like, you're not worried about your son, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not what I'm worried about. We actually do them at my office and I wanted to get on your provider list. And she's like, oh, we would love that because we accept insurance. We went back and forth and my son was very excited to like go to a different office and like see their computers and everything. So it was a win. And so right then and there, they brought in like their office manager. She put us in her system. She gave up, put our information in. She put us on the list. And now we are on the list to receive referrals for autism and ADHD evaluations. Like what a win, right? And so I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, this still works. Like this is still like the handshakes that you do, the dropping off of the goodies. There's a lot of different things that I think us as mental health professionals can still promote our services in a variety of ways. So if you are going to see your own providers, it's a great place to start. OBGYNs, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I brought cards in for everybody. They gave out the cards to various providers. Why? Because they didn't have anywhere to refer to. And one win for us is because we accept insurance. They were really excited about that. And so you want to make sure that you bring cards with you. You talk to them about their needs. So again, if it's not us, then I'm happy to link you up with somebody else like in our field, right? So it doesn't always have to be caring therapists or your own practice. Like if you don't do ADHD evaluations and you're at the pediatrician, but you are looking for therapy clients, you can say, hey, yes, I do therapy and here's my cards. Let me link you up with somebody who does autism evaluations or ADHD evaluations. Providing service and value to those providers, I think what really helps people to stand apart. I didn't even mention therapy to my pediatrician because we're on a wait list in the office local to them. And so if she had asked me, I would say we're not, but I would refer to somebody else within the local area. And so making sure you're starting with your own providers, make a list of local providers that you would like to receive referrals from. When we go into new markets, we go to Pediatric Associates, which is a very common place that refers to us. Look at who's already referring to you and look to duplicate that. So if you work with a lot of women, go to various OBGYN practices. I can tell you, there are some practices that are not being hit up with like marketing representatives and they don't have anywhere to refer to and that they might just need some education. So if you can also be willing to do like a lunch and learn, especially if you have a little bit of a larger practice and you have some manpower or woman power to be able to do lunch and learns, I think lunch and learns are a really great thing to do, especially if you do something like outside of the box or there's a really specific type of referral that, you're looking for. And I think that those things can be really helpful. I'll give you one more tip as to whether dropping off baskets is helpful, but first I want to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. They are so wonderful. They drop off baskets to me. Like when I had my baby, they dropped off a little basket and it was very sweet. And there's a blanket and a little dog and a onesie. So, a special shout out to TherapyNotes for the baskets that they do send out and for being such a wonderful electronic health record, one that's really full service that can help you run your solo or group practice, your in-person or your virtual practice, your private pay or insurance practice. Did I miss any to other kinds of practices? It really helps to keep organized. You can look at reports there. You can send insurance billing. You can take credit card payments. And then clinically, you can send assessments to clients, write your notes that are in compliance with insurance panels. And so they're really full service electronic health records. So thank you to our sponsor, TherapyNotes. So going back to sending baskets, right now is a great time to think about this. Even if you just want to do some brand awareness, you can send out cards. You can say, we're in the area. We want to connect with you. I like connecting with providers too, because sometimes my clients would ask for providers and I want to know who the good providers are in the area. And so I can also pass along that information. Again, general practitioners, OBGYNs, pediatricians, very common acupuncturists, massage therapists, different providers that provide a similar service to you can be really helpful. So yes, I do think knocking on those doors, handing out your business cards can be very helpful, but make sure that it is also a reciprocal relationship where you're sending referrals, they're sending referrals, and that you are providing some type of, service to them to really make that valuable. I hope this was helpful. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.